Hey guys, so today's video I didn't forget, but my camera died before I could film my intro, so I'm just going to show you some pictures that I took with the look, and I'm going to show you how I got this cut crease look for today's video, so let's get started. Like always, we are going to prime our eyes. I'm just going to use the Lorac eye primer. I don't remember the name. I got it when I got my Lorac Pro palette. And I'm just going to place this all over the lid. And then I'm going to place translucent powder on top of it to make sure it's not too sticky and the eyeshadows will be easily blendable. Okay, so I'm playing with my Morphe 350 palette, and that was totally upside down, but I'm going to use these two colors, mix that color with this other color for a transition color, but I did forget that I needed to place my brow bone color, which is that neutral color up there, and so place it on the brow bone like usual. You know, I do not like the flashy brow bone. So I'm taking those two colors I showed you at first. I'm going to use that as my transition color, and I'm going to apply this, making sure to concentrate. Now, usually your transition color really is supposed to go in the crease, but I'm going to try to make sure it doesn't really get too much on the lid. Sometimes it gets on the lid, which is not a big deal, but I'm going to try to really keep it above the crease because it is a cut crease look, and I want it to look like it's fading into the darker colors. Okay, so if it gets on the lid, it's not a big deal. We will be cleaning it up before we place our color on the lid. Okay, so now I'm taking this MAC Eye Kohl in Costa Rica. It's just like a brown. And I'm going to basically map out where my crease is going to be. And it's going to be slightly above my natural crease. But I'm going to just kind of map up where I want my cut crease to go. And I am super light-handed with this. I didn't really want to. I mean, you can be a little heavier handed if you wanted to, but I just kind of used a light hand while making this line. It was more of a guideline than like the actual cut crease. Now when you get towards the tail end of the cut crease, you want to kind of give it like a little bit of a swoop. Not super obvious swoop, but just a little bit of a dip there, just to go with the whole look. And I do blend that out just a bit too. Okay, so I'm going to be mixing two more colors, that reddish brown and then the darker one on the bottom. I'm going to be mixing those two colors, and I'm going to be placing that right above that line. Again, if it crosses, it's not a big deal. We will be cleaning everything up, but I kind of wanted it to fade from the transition color, which is lightest, to a little bit darker, and then the cut crease. Now taking that darker brown color on the bottom by itself, I'm then going to go ahead and do a little bit more. So again, it's just more of the fading that I'm going for. Okay, so now we're going to clean up using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm going to really define that cut crease. And also, this will also give me a good base to use when placing the shadows on the lid. But yeah, I'm just going to use this to clean up and follow that line. So you want that swoop. Remember, you want the swoop. Now taking this shimmery bronze color, I'm just going to place that on the lid just to give my glitter or pigment, I guess it's more of a pigment than a glitter, to have kind of like a underlying color to lay on top of, but it matches the pigment pretty well. Okay, now I'm taking my Too Faced eyeshadow insurance for glitter, And I'm going to place that right on top of where I placed the shadow. Then taking this pigment from Mega Peak in Utopia, it's kind of like a pigment slash glitter. That's why I use the glitter glue. I'm going to pat this on the lid. Don't swipe. You're going to pat this down because it's going to reduce the amount of fallout if you pat it, and also make it a little bit more pigmented. And you just want to be careful about not crossing the cut crease line. Just stay under that line. Okay, so just for more definition, because we need it for this cut crease, I'm going to take this really deep brown and I'm going to take an angle brush and I'm really going to make this cut crease a true cut crease. Okay, so I like doing cut creases because I'm really trying to practice on them. I don't believe that I'm perfect, so I like to practice. But one thing I will say is that you just kind of have to like not over blend, which is my problem because it's really hard for me to have this really harsh line. So just don't over blend and you'll be getting closer to doing a cut crease look. And we're just going to wipe off any fallout that we had from the pigment. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of speed through the rest of this. I'm going to add a wing liner because I really like wing liners with cut creases, but honestly I was not a big fan of how my wing liner turned out. I've been saying that a lot lately, but yeah, I wasn't a huge fan. But yeah, just do a wing liner, and I like the tail of the wing to kind of be the same length of the tail of the cut crease. Now I'm going to move on to the rest of the face and start placing my concealer under my eyes and making sure to get under that wing liner to make sure it's really cut and pristine looking or clean looking. So yeah, I always kind of speed through this part just kind of in recognition of the time, and I don't really want it to be a super long video, but I will be doing a full highlight and contour routine video. I think I have one up, but I think I'm going to do another one anyway. And yeah, I'm just going to show you guys what I do, but right now we're just going to blend it in and make sure we don't have those high beams under our eyes. Okay, so after we put the powder on, I didn't bake, I just placed powder. I'm just going to go ahead and finish under my eyes, and I'm just taking that same deep brown color that we used to really cut that crease under the eyelid just to smoke it out, and then place lashes. I do have a video on how I apply lashes, so if you want to check that out, it will give you a more in-depth look on how I do it. And then highlight or bronzing and contouring, again with my Anastasia contour palette. And yeah, same routine. I will do a full video on this, I promise. I know I speed through this, but yeah, I'll do a full video on this soon. So I'm highlighting first with my Laura Mercier Indiscretion highlight. It's a really soft highlight. I usually like to use this for work by itself because it's not over the top. But I'm going to use that on as my first coat of highlight, I guess. And then for my second coat of highlighting, I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow just to add a little bit more, because we could always use more. Okay, so I use this e.l.f. palette as, it's a blush palette, and I use these two colors you can see on the bottom. I honestly, you know how I feel about blush, or you might not know, but I'm not a big fan of blush, and I kind of was a little bit like, eh. So I'm going to go back over it with my Raisin blush from MAC just to kind of like tone it down a little bit, I guess. And then I believe this is Spice lip liner from MAC. I've been really liking this lip liner lately, especially with nude looks. So I place that all over the lips. and then taking MAC Whirl, I believe that's either Whirl or Angel, but I'm pretty sure that's Whirl. I'm going to place that on my lips. Then taking Nude from Melt Cosmetics, I'm going to use, like I usually do, a little bit of ombre just to give it a little bit of dimension. And there you have it. That's the complete look. I just wanted to show you guys because I am trying to practice on my cut creases. So I just wanted to show you guys how I've been doing them lately. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment below if there's any other videos you would like to see and what you thought about this look. Please make sure to thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. And I hope you have a great day wherever you are. I'll talk to you later. Bye.